Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. I am your host, JP, and today we have 8 artists all competing and showcasing their music for an opportunity to move on to our championship round to compete for 50,000 in prizes. So, um, if the artists get 2 passes from 2 of our judges, they move on to the next round to compete for 50,000 in prizes. So, let's introduce our judges one at a time. We're going to start off with Sean Barron. He's vice president of A&R Motown Capitol Records. How's it going, Sean?
I'm all good. How about you?
Doing good. Thanks for asking.
Yep.
We always have a question for our A&Rs. My question for you is how important is seeing an artist play live when you're deciding to sign them?
During COVID, we didn't really get that get to do that, but usually I do. I like to see them, perform live and see how they move on stage. It's definitely a key factor in the process, but due to COVID, we haven't really been able to do that lately. But usually, yes, it's important.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you, Sean, for joining us today. Our next judge on today's lineup, he's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what's going on?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Doing good. How you been? So, my question for you today is, how important is an online presence to the label? Like, would you guys consider signing a talented artist if they don't have much of a following, or is that something that you guys really look for when you're, looking to sign somebody?
Yeah. So I mean, when it comes to signing artists, yes, we always would like to have an artist that has somewhat of a following, right? It doesn't have to be millions and millions of followers or things like that, but of course you would like to see the artist has some type of traction. And that's not something that's new either, you know what I'm saying? So even before social media and internet was a big thing in music, like when labels were looking at artists, they, especially urban rap artists, they were looking for artists that had buzz in their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That was the equivalent, of having numbers. Rappers were selling stuff out their trunk, selling CDs, tapes out their trunk, making money like that independently. Labels would see that and then want to partner with them and things like that, right? So that's nothing new, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we're in the business of finding talent, developing talent, and putting out music. So if we come across an artist as A&Rs that we think is extremely talented or has a ton of potential, amazing presence, amazing voice, things like that. Maybe they don't have a following yet, but if we see the talent, we know we can put it together for them and help them get to a certain point. Then yeah, every label I would say has a good amount of artists on their roster that were signed that didn't have a buzz coming in, that someone just believed in them. You know what I mean? So you just got to put the work in, really.
Absolutely. Well said. Thank you, Knowledge, for joining us today. Our next judge on today's lineup, he is a platinum producer. He's produced for artists such as Young JEEZY, LUDACRIS, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, 2 Chainz, and many, many more. He's DJ Pain One. DJ Pain One, how's it going? Oh, can't hear you, buddy.
Check, check. Can you hear me now?
I hear you now.
Okay. How you doing?
So yeah, my question for you today is, a lot of artists might think that they need, the best equipment to make some quality music. And I wanted to ask you, because I know you're a producer, you have a bunch of equipment. What do you think is, the most basic equipment an artist needs to be able to make great sounding music?
Are we talking about a beat maker or are we talking about
An artist, a recording artist.
A recording artist?
Yeah.
I mean, an interface and a microphone. Every mic is different. Every interface is different. I don't think you should let technology or lack of equipment hold you back from creating, because even if your music isn't recorded the best right now, if it's passable, number one, you can start building a buzz with it. Number two, you're learning something in the process, and you learn incrementally, and each limitation that you come upon, for example, if the mic just isn't right for your voice, okay, fine, but you learn that that particular mic isn't right for your voice. You did the research, you figured out which mic actually does interact well with your particular tone, and you've moved on, and now you've learned more as an artist who is in the process of becoming their own tracking engineer. And becoming your own tracking engineer is powerful because you can make music whenever you want on your terms. It takes an additional investment, obviously, but these days, you can get a pretty good studio setup if you already have the computer for $300-400, and then if you want to spring for a really nice mic and a really nice preamp, yeah, maybe that's another $1,500 to $2,000. But once you spend that initial amount, it's free studio time for life.
Absolutely. Well said. Thank you, Pay One, for joining us today. We're going to kick it off to our first artist on today's lineup. They go by Junior Clutch. Does not look like we have them here in the Zoom with us today, so we're just going to get right into the music. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Make hit after hit after hit. I'm just saying, when I get up in the booth, I'll be slaying. I'm just saying, when I get a bunch of bud, I'll be slaying. I'm just saying, when I get up in your girl, I'll be slaying. I'm just saying, when I get a bunch of cash, I'll be slaying. I'll be smoking in the kitchen, cake and the bacon. When they play my music, why them niggas get the hating? Only fucking shorty, why the ladies call it dating. 5 chicks at the crib, get them hoes naked. Smooth talker, baby, I'll get that pussy raining. Smooth talker, baby, I'll turn it to your craving. Bad Italian chick, and I paid for her tanning. Tryna rap, get my family rich, like the man is. I'm just saying, when I get up in the booth, I'll be slaying. I'm just saying, when I get a bunch of bud, I'll be slaying. I'm just saying, when I get up in your girl, I'll be slaying. I'm just saying, when I get a bunch of cash, I'll be slaying. I don't take L's, I smoke L's, I'm ballin' like a Nick. Your niggas broke, you probably beg your dealer for a nick. Your shorty ain't my first take, nigga, I'll skip. I can sex a Leo trick like she was a magic trick. I'll probably skip bail if this shorty ain't there. I'm on the East Coast, smoking the West Coast there. Probably cash a cancer with this still up on my hip. Pull a go through a nigga, holla tip. I'm just saying, when I get up in the booth, I'll be slaying. I'm just saying, when I get a bunch of bud, I'll be slaying. I'm just saying, when I get up in your girl, I'll be slaying. I'm just saying, when I get a bunch of cash, I'll be slaying.
All right, that was Junior Clutch with their video. Let's kick it off to the judges to see what they thought about the song. Up first, he's a platinum producer. Pain One, what did you think about Junior Clutch and his song?
Oh, I think the presentation was good. Audio quality, video quality, all of that was solid. I don't have anything bad to say about the song. It just didn't catch me. I thought the hook was monotonous. Every line was the same cadence, the same meter, everything. And I think just overall the writing needed work to be more dynamic, more novel, and more memorable. So I think it was a respectable effort. For me, it's a no pass at this point.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Payne 1. Unfortunately, that's your first no pass, but still got 2 judges left to go. Let's see what they thought about it. Let's kick it off to Knowledge. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what did you think about Junior Clutch and his song?
Yeah, I think Payne hit it right on the head. It wasn't bad. You could tell he has some talent. Still feels early, so he, excuse me, just execution on that record just wasn't all the way there. You have the customers' it didn't draw me in or really move me. And he could tell very middle of the road. So all
right, there you have it. Unfortunately, that's your second no pass from Knowledge. Before we move on, let's get Sean's feedback on the song. Sean, what did you think about Junior Clutch and his song?
It wouldn't have mattered, but both of the guys hit it on the head. It's no pass.
All right, thank you, Sean, for your feedback. We're gonna kick it off to our next artist on the lineup. His name is Cali. It's a group, and the group goes by Cali Katana. Just give me 1 second while we bring them in, so we can introduce them. And Cali, what's going on? How you doing?
How you doing?
Doing good. So where are you from?
Everywhere. Right now I'm in Santa Fe. I'm also an actor, so I'm traveling a lot. I'm in an RV, so most of my recordings had to be done from the RV over the pandemic. So, just got all the equipment I could and built me a little studio in here and just made music while everything was shut down, got out in the mountains and just made music,
Oh, that's pretty cool. We got your song here, Feathers. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's that about?
Oh, it's about like how light stuff can hit you hard and how, we're in our head a lot and we're all trying to grow. So, I study Buddhism and Taoism. So a lot of my music has to do with enlightening oneself from inside and out and kind of the stuff we all go through.
All right, cool. Before we get into your song, give us a quick shout out to your social media. Where can anyone find your music?
At Cali Katana on everything, Instagram. We got probably like 50, 60 songs out across all the internet platforms. Just look up KALA, KATANA, Cali Katana, and you can find us pretty much everywhere. We've been really busy since the pandemic began. So. Okay,
awesome. And that's right. You said you were part of a group. So who are the other members of your group and what do they do?
We got a producer who goes by Cali. I'm Motown the Preacher. We got Gypsy. She sings, and then we work with a lot of random artists throughout the country that we've met along the way. So you'll find a bunch of different artists randomly all over our stuff, like SI and KCPL, and we just find other independent artists that are trying to get that message out there, and we work with them when they want to work with them, as long as it's up to what we're trying to do and it's the same kind of message.
Okay, that's what's up. Sounds good. So we're gonna get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up. Okay.
So here it is. Want to know about me? Here's my life story. Just try to keep up. You might have to listen to it twice. Life is a struggle. Been grinding all these years outside my bubble. My heart be shedding tears, it's so much trouble. A never-ending fear of comfort. Trying to find out lovers, trying to run first, trying to come first. Never back down, got smacked down in the background. It's a gun first. Signed up for gang time, gripped a few pounds to sell dimes. Flipping a zip quick on your homies just so you and your family can get by. Hope is dry, gotta make it wet. Drop another track on the internet. Selling these streets, I skip the beat. Head held tall in a bulletproof vest. Everyone out here knife throwing, trying so hard to be heaven sent. Life has no innocence, no one think they the villain yet. But the pill is set and the ambulance won't pick you up where I grew up. Ain't that a bitch? We all gotta eat and it's cold as shit. So I float this shit emotionless. In my closeness to grown to this, no accident. I'm packing heat in the back of this. Like a Catholic, I'm lethargic while I'm angelic. I'm in a position to grant all my wishes in case you might listen to me as I grind to the top. I am inching the throne I belong is my only intention.
She ain't gon' take that. Slap back on my way. That don't like that, we hate that. Can't eat my made that. Cause you know we can take the pressure. Pull our ounces, get the measure. Hold me down, I cut the tether. Oh shit, I'm flying like a feather. I don't give a fuck about gaining fame. I got no fucks if you know my name. My poetry's like home to me. I plant my seeds, me educate. I stimulate, will you listen intently? Fuck my past, I'm about to reinvent me. Better pull your weight, I bend easily. Ain't got no time for your lack of clarity. Ain't new to me, hope ain't fair. You see me just floating down the river. If pain is changing, the thief is obviously the giver. I'm not gonna fumble, cause the lyrics in my head always lead to trouble. My tragedy was sad to me. My life broke down, made me humble. Gave me a chance to simulate. I don't hesitate, too late, straight incinerate. Yo, fake and take, I guess I waited too long. I must concentrate or contemplate. Give me a moment to investigate while I intimidate your silly ego. Please, bro, give me a break. You're lost in a prison and missing the vision that could have jump started your wisdom. The reason is slipping, it's hot in the kitchen. Now listen to missions for winning, not missing and win. You're fishing, but lost in your mission. Decisions that hit like a piston, but shiny and glistens. Intention can lessen the ache of aggression. Envision the devil with cool animation. We ain't gon' take that. Slap back on my way back. Don't like that, we hate that. Candy fit my made that. Cause you know we can take the pressure. Pull our ounces, get the measure. Hold me down, I cut the tether. Oh shit, I'm flying like a feather. Yeah. I'm martyr for starters. I beat on my honor. The path that I've chosen can never be harder. From birth I was blessed with the curse of no father. My lessons are blessings that burn like a solder. Feeling my ego bubble inside. Killing my demons, nowhere to hide. Knowing my feeling and all my doubt be break me, lose my vibe. My tribe, got a lean, seem strong, been wrong, grew me to a man. My team flies on my path, in fact, always have my back when I stand. Think for a minute to finish the thought as you in it, begin it again. Your lack of attention to being and present has you always trapped in the end. The game that you chasing and time that you wasting will never be infinite. Heart might be open, but is it still broken and I'll never hide that again. What?
Up first, he is Vice President of A&R Motown Capitol Records. Sean, what did you think about Cali and their song?
Still needs a lot of work. Just flow wise, lyrically, just needs a lot of work. So it's a no pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Unfortunately, that's your first snow pass from Sean there, but we still got 2 judges left to go. Let's kick it off to our next judge. He's a platinum producer, Penguin. What did you think about Cali and their song?
I think there's potential. I think there's good energy there, but I really think the artists need to have a direct conversation about intention. So what are they trying to convey with this song, and what's the best way to convey it through every possible medium? There were like 20 different stock effects thrown on to that video, and I don't think any of them added to it. I think raw footage would have been fine. Like 1 second there's the stone effect, and another second there's the lens flare effect. It was chaotic. It wasn't intentional, and it didn't add to conveying whatever message was in the song. And then that speaks to my next point, which is I didn't know what the song was about. Usually I gain clarity from the chorus, but this time I wasn't able to discern a chorus. I did hear some repetition, but it just sounded like maybe the same 4 lines repeated twice from the verse. It could have been the chorus. So I think right now all the talent is very raw and unfocused, and then as a result of there not being a clear focus to the song, the product ends up becoming chaotic. And for me, it's a no pass because of that. But once they have that conversation and really create art with intention and with a goal and a purpose throughout the entire process, writing, recording, production, post-production, video, storyboarding, all that, then I think, their art will really become elevated.
For sure. Thank you, Penguin, for your feedback. Unfortunately, that's your second no pass, but let's get your feedback from Knowledge. Knowledge, what did you think about Cali and their song?
Yeah, I mean, I thought there was some potential there. I thought the songwriting it was decent. It wasn't bad. I like the the message in the music. The execution just wasn't all the way there for me. I think the delivery still needs a lot of work. And then there were parts within the record that just lyrically just didn't weren't consistent. It just you could tell it was still a little early. I feel like so still some work to be done, like Sean said. Um, I do like the effort, and I do like what he's doing, but just like I said, the execution is different. So I'm gonna say no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. Unfortunately, you got 3 no passes, but you did get a lot of valuable feedback from all 3 of our judges there. So make sure to check out the written feedback and the feedback email you're going to get after the event. Thank you, Kylie, for joining us today. We're going to move on to our next artist on today's lineup. They go by Lil Raz. He is a repeat artist here. He's been on our events before. Just give me 1 second. It looks like we're having issues bringing them in, so we're just going to move on to their song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Shawty want my phone, I gotta hide it. Sorry, you really don't wanna find out on me. This that fake love, you wanna try it. Baby, fuck friend, 2020, it is what it is. You ain't gotta lie on me. You ain't gotta fight for me, no, no. You ain't gotta fight for me. You ain't gotta die for me, no, no. You ain't gotta die for me. I still be getting honeys till I'm past 83. I just wanna live so free, but know that money don't grow on trees. Baby, with shoes, what you thinking? My pockets filled in, cause today I'm your banking. The gang really with me and the ship never sinking. Feeling like, yeah, I'm on top of the ranking. I just wanna know all the things you gon' do to me. You ready for the show? Goddamn, I'm loving your synergy. You see the force on my feet, yeah, they fresh. We banging the east, we connect with the west. Keep telling you love me, she don't know I'm a player. Too many daughters, I ain't caring for no hater. Shawty want my phone, I gotta hide it. Sorry, you really don't wanna find out on me. It's a fake love, you wanna try it. Baby, fuck friend, 2020, it is what it is. You ain't gotta lie on me. You ain't gotta fight for me, no, no. You ain't gotta fight for me. You ain't gotta die for me, no, no. This that fake love. Sorry, really wasn't made for me. I'm a poor cup. Let the Henny gon' get to me. This is the one for the players, no haters. We here for the slayers who stacking their paper. Them who that shorty shit slaying. I think she in a hurry, but she waving. Hey, where you going? Let me get your number, babe. She love my clothing, and she got that bumper cheek. I can't even like back then, I was looking at you. I just couldn't live here without talking to you. I don't know how to say this, but I'm telling the truth. Baby, got that energy, then I'm feeling your mood. Shawty want my phone, I gotta hide it. Sorry, you really don't wanna find out on me. This that fake love, you wanna try it. Baby, fuck friend, 2020, it is what it is. You ain't gotta lie on me. You ain't gotta fight for me, no, no. You ain't gotta fight for me. You ain't gotta die for me, no, no.
All right, that was Lil Raz with their song. Let's kick it off to the judges and see what they thought about it. Up first, he is a platinum producer, DJ Pinwell. What did you think about Lil Raz and their song?
I thought it was catchy. I thought the beat was good. I think a lot of the melodies were good. The hook didn't quite catch me. But I think overall it was a solid effort. I mean, it felt cohesive at least. It felt cohesive, and it felt like the verses and the hooks did go together. So I'll give it a pass.
All right, there you have it. You got your first pass of the day there for Pain 1. Let's see if we can keep it going with Knowledge. Knowledge, what did you think about Lil Raz and their song?
I thought it was a solid record. It had some, I mean, nothing about it really stood out to me. You know, it's very similar to the last record, I guess, where it was just, you know, it was kind of in the middle, didn't really stick out. Wasn't bad, you know, you could tell the artist has some potential, but it just doesn't feel like they've really found their sound, you know what I mean? So it sounds like a lot of the other stuff I've heard, and it's not at a level quality-wise where it could cut through all that other stuff that's in a similar lane. So I'm gonna say no pass for me.
All right, thank you, Knowledge, for your feedback. Unfortunately, that's a no pass from Knowledge, but we have pass from Pain 1, so we got our first tiebreaker of the day. Let's see what Sean thought about the song. He's vice president of A9 Motown Capitol Records. Sean, what do you think about Lil Raz?
Yeah, I gotta agree with Knowledge on this one. It was solid. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't to that level that it's competing yet. So just keep working hard, keep sharpening your tools and getting better. So no pass.
All right, thank you, Sean. Unfortunately, you got your second no pass there from Sean. A lot of valuable feedback and positive feedback from all three of our judges there. So make sure to check out the feedback email after the event. We're going to move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Young Devil. Doesn't look like we have them here in the Zoom, so we're just going to get right into their song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Hold on, 2 times that be equations there. 2 times I beat the equation. High like the motherfucking equator, ayy. Nigga ever do equations, ayy. Be high like no probation, ayy. Nigga switching up like location, fit. Fuck, damn. I'll be 2 times, boy, what's up at that 2 times our party equation. I stay gassed up, I stay litty as hell. You would thought was part for our nation. A nigga got bars on him like I come with no probation. I just be riding my wave, you want on my wave, go take your ass on vacation. I got exotic, I smell like Jamaican. Hold on, I so low like an Asian. Now I be high, I'm on Himalayan. Niggas be a boss like super no saying. Remember living apartment, didn't have a basement. Stay frosty, that's a way down fade. Hey, for ice cold, bitch, I'm glazing. Spider-Man, nigga, I feel so amazing. Hold on, hey, like zoomed in a lane, go fast. Ooh, pick up the pace. Used to play violin, don't fuck with the cello, but I fuck with the bass. Got no heart, but that shit me my ace, cause bitch, I don't get phased. Chill with getting my pesos, one at a time like one of those strays. Hey, don't like the back and forth, I'm not a racket. Don't put with my niggas unless I do the sacking. Just a bit of balls, don't join me the basket. Cause I got the sauce, catch a packet. I stay locked in the safe, no cracking. I be the water, the seed, no cracking. Blowing my blunts like an Amazon package. Yeah, I be dripping, I just want some sassy. I got them flames, just for your nation. Don't underestimate, that's a bad calculation. All got it gas, I don't pull to the station. High as the stars, I can see constellations. Nigga be lost, they didn't know the location. I'm from the left when I run what I'm saying. Sometimes I stun, fucking with blunts, you know what the fuck I be facing. I'll be 2 times, boy, what's up at that 2 times our party equation. I stay gassed up, I stay litty as hell. You would thought was part for our nation. A nigga got bars on him like I come with no probation. I just be riding my wave, you want on my wave, go take your ass on vacation. I got exotic, I smell like Jamaican. Hold on, I so low like an Asian. Now I be high, I'm on Himalayan. Niggas be a boss like super no saying. Remember living apartment, didn't have a basement. Stay frosty, that's a way down fade. Hey, for ice cold, bitch, I'm glazing. Spider-Man, nigga, I feel so amazing. Hold on, ooh. Niggas be frosted like raisin, ayy. Eyes be fought like a raven, ayy. Just mom so crass if I'm craving, ayy. I hate to wait, got no patience, ayy. Hunted down my money like I'm craving, ayy. Got no time for the game, for no playing. I got the sus, no scene cause occasion, man. Never in the bitch, always make a stand. Feeling super, but I ain't the man. Get got so husky, don't turn on the fan. Niggas be grumbling up or overstand. Hold on, try to get some bands on my hands to the comfort of the land. Hold on, y'all little kids go playing that sand, working tracks, give me making a plan. Hold on, it's gonna be grand, nigga. Hey, ground like the Hall of Fame. Hey, got on more time like a dame. Try and make it hit after hit, perfect aim. I ain't the cop, no out, you can't hang. Cops alarm, don't smoke nothing lame. Walk a flock up, come with the flame. Go hard like a prom shack up in the paint. Goddamn. I'll be 2 times, boy, what's up at the 2 times? Our party equation. I stay gassed up, I stay leading as hell. You without was part for a nation. A nigga got balls on him like I come with no probation. I just be riding my way. If you want on my way, go take your ass on vacation. I got exotic, I smell like Jamaican. Hold on, I so low like an Asian. Now I be high, but I'm on Himalayan. Niggas be a boss like super no saying. Remember living apartment, didn't have a basement. Stay frosty, that's a way that I'm fading. Hey, if it's ice cold, bitch, I'm glazing. Spider-Man, nigga, I feel so amazing. Hold on, hey. Oh, hey, 2 cents that be the equation. Nigga, I be hot like equator. Hey, nigga, be don't be the equation. Hey, nigga, I'ma go see you later. Nigga, chopper shit, no alligators, dude. Fuck, hey, who, hey, fucking this shit on, baby.
All right, that was Young Devil with their song Equation. Let's kick it off to the judges, see what they thought about the song. Up first, he is an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what do you think about Young Devil and song?
I feel like the same as last time. I feel like it wasn't bad. But it's not competing. Not for $50,000. Y'all gotta come stronger than this, so it's no pass.
All right, thank you, Sean. That was Sean Barron from Motown Capitol Records. Let's kick it off to our next judge. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Sean, Knowledge, what do you think about Young Devo and his
song? Yeah, I agree with Sean. I mean, I think he hasn't gotten the delivery down yet. I think, I like the beat selection, and even his cadence at times, I liked where he was going, but just the songwriting of it wasn't there yet, and the delivery didn't really match. He didn't have the energy, that he really needed to sell it. You know what I'm saying? So I think he just still needs some work. So no pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. Unfortunately, that's your second no pass. So you're not going to be moving on to the next round. But before we move on to the next artist, let's get Pain One's feedback. Pain One, what did you think about Young Devil on the song?
Yeah, I agree with my fellow judges. I just feel like it wasn't unique to him enough and developed enough. I think he has a unique voice, and that's going to take him far, but he's just got to figure out his own cadences, his own ad-libs, so it doesn't sound like a hybrid of, like Rich the Kid, 21 Savage. What's the other dude's name that was on Rich the Kid's label from Chicago? What's his name?
Famous Dex.
Famous Dex, yeah. It just felt like a lot of the ways that they rap, just elements here and there. So I think he just needs to work towards finding his own style, overall, cadences, ad-libs, everything, content especially.
For sure. Thank you, Pain One, for your feedback. Unfortunately, that's 3 no passes from all 3 of our judges, but a lot of valuable feedback there for Young Devil. Let's kick it off to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Tiana Chanel. Just give me 1 second while I bring her in. And Tiana, how's it going?
It's going good. It's going well. I hope everyone is doing as well as I am today.
Absolutely. Tell us where you're from. Where are you based out of?
I'm from Cleveland all day, born and raised.
Awesome. We got your song here, I Swear. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's that
about? So basically in the last round, it was Party. And Party was really about like just living it up, living a life, every day being like a party in Cleveland. And then this song is like more serious. It gives you a more like in-depth idea of who I am as a person, where I've come from, and things that I've gone through to pursue what I'm doing.
Awesome. So before we move on to your song, give us a quick shout out to your social media. Where can everyone find your music?
Everyone can find my music on all platforms. You can search Tiana Chanel. That's Tiana Chanel, Chanel. You can follow me on Instagram at Tiana_Chanel. And my EP is titled Heart of a Lion. So definitely go stream that for sure.
All right, sounds good. We're going to get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Alrighty.
All right.
hustle, the struggle, I wouldn't be nothing without it. So shout out to all of my haters, man, I'm so sorry you doubt me. I'm coming straight for that top, cause you know I came from the bottom. Them ops tryna lock me up when then I can do to stop them. Oh my mama, my daughter, I swear they just make me go harder. For 14 years, baby girl grew up with no father. Man, that shit should've made me heartless, but it taught me how to use my heartless. Alone, I had to learn the difference between the girl and the queen who's sitting on thrones. Where you tryna go? I've already gone. I carry a piece and I'm searching for peace. I like a muscle. What you tryna do? I already did it. Then fucked around and married the music. Baby, I swear that I'm fully committed. I know such thing as divorce. 23 years since I hopped off the porch. The plan is to give my daughter the world, my brothers the stars, and my mama the sun.
Shot by Mainflix.
All right, that was Tiana Chanel with her song I swear. Let's kick it off to the judges, see what they thought about this song. Up first, he's a platinum producer. Pay One, what did you think about Tiana and her song?
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was different from a lot of music that I've heard. I think she has a ton of potential. I think she has a great voice. I think she might not do her voice as much justice as she could during the recording process. I'd like to hear in the future more vocal production, her actually venturing into harmonies rather than just stacking octaves. But for now, I think this was my favorite so far, so I'm giving it a pass.
All right, thank you, Pay One. Congratulations, you got your first pass there of the day. Let's move on to our next judge on the lineup. He's a vice president of A&R Motown Capitol Records. Sean, what did you think about Tiana and her song?
I like what she was talking about for sure. I like the story aspect of it. I felt like that was dope. I felt like the production could be better, and I felt like vocal production wise, it was just a lot of shaky moments on there. But with that said, I feel like she has enough potential to come and deliver something else before the next round. So I'm gonna give her a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sean, for your feedback. You got your second pass there of the day. Let's see if you can get the clean sweep from Knowledge. He's A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what did you think about Tiana and her song?
I mean, I thought she had a nice voice. I thought the record was decent. I don't know. I didn't gravitate to it. I thought the songwriting. I like what she was like the idea of what she was saying, but I didn't think the songwriting, like came across for me. There was nothing memorable about the song for me. It wasn't like a bad record or anything. Like I don't think she had a bad performance, but just the record itself just didn't grab me. So I would have said no pass. But.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge, for your feedback. You didn't get the clean sweep, but you did get 2 passes from 3 of our judges. So you are moving on to our championship round to compete for $50,000 in prizes. Make sure to stay tuned after the event to get all the details on that. We're going to move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Love Zero. We don't have them here in the Zoom, so we're just going to get right into their song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Thank you for your love. Thank you for the heart. There'll never be a long and lonely night again. Thank you for your love. Thank you for the heart. There'll never be a long and lonely night again. Thank you for your love.
Don't tell me how to feel. Shit been getting really real. I X all my pills and smoke hella O's. Drugs hold me close. If they don't, then I get chills. Kissing on my cup, man, I swear this love kills. Close my eyes and I can still see you standing there. Keep a tool by my side so you don't shed a tear. Say my name 3 times, you know that I look back. If the love is there, but it's never there. Be long, feel so be long when I'm home. Purple rain, my styrofoam. Ice cold hard like on my chrome. I don't even want my heart no more. Love sick, hearts thrown up all on my floor. Medicine, I could pour 4, maybe more. Skeleton, my body shaking right to the core. Who said his friends around me? They don't know I feel be lonely. Who said his friends around me? You're not even supposed to know me. I know you like to owe me, but I wish you never told me. I pop a 10 and black out, or at least that's what they told me. She say, why you going do that zero? You been acting bad. I don't know, little baby, that's how I act in my bag. Tick tock, he gon' lose his last breath. This Glock, I paint that bitch mad black. I call that bitch black that. Keep your love in the air. If it's up, then it's stuck. I can't get it up there. I don't know how to share. You say that I'm no fair. Do it look like I care? Don't tell me how to feel. Shit been getting really real. I X all my pills and smoke hella O's. Drugs hold me close. If they don't, then I get chills. Kissing on my cup, man, I swear this love kills. Be long, feel so. Be long when I'm home. Purple rain, my styrofoam. Ice cold hard like on my chrome. Thank you. thank you. There'll never be another me. Love kills, lost all feels. Drugs heal, hand me a pill. Conceal, made of steel.
All right, that was Love Zero with their song. Let's kick it off to the judges, see what they thought about it. First, he's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what did you think about Love Zero and their song?
Man, you know what? I hate to sound like repetitive, but like again, like for me, it just didn't really stick out to me. Like you know, like I said, I hate to sound repetitive. It wasn't bad. But at the same time, it's nothing that I would have replayed, or you know, nothing that I look up to see what other music was out on this particular artist after I heard this song. You know what I mean? So it's just like I said, it's cool, but I feel like you know, it didn't really stick out. So no pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge, for your feedback. Unfortunately, that's your first no pass. We still got 2 more judges left to go. Let's kick it off to DJ Pain One. Pain One, what did you think about Love Zero on their song?
I just don't think this song came together. I like the beat a lot. It just didn't feel right for what the main artist was doing over it. Especially with the vocals being what they were. I mean, this artist is kind of doing a really minimalist, sleepy, sort of partially melodic, slurry, kind of new school emo rap type vocal stylings, but the beat was more. The beat had vocals throughout. It sounded a little more new classical, kind of not new classical, new classic. They just didn't fit. And the dynamic vocals going out, and you had the guy doing the monotone delivery over it. It just didn't work. I think if he were to pick production that complemented the sleepy monotone delivery, it would sound better. But then I would challenge him to take it a step further, and just because that's your style, just because, you know, like even the artists in Lil Peep's lane still had dynamic melodies. It wasn't just staying in that same 4-note range in a low register. They would go up, they would go down. You know, they're influenced by punk and pop punk and all that. And those genres have really infectious melodies. So just keep that in mind moving forward. It's a no pass for me. I just think it's not being executed correctly, but I can hear the potential.
All right, thank you, Pain One, for your feedback. Let's kick it off to our next judge. He's Vice President of A&R Motown. Sean, what do you think about Love Zero?
I agree totally with Pain One. I thought the beat was dope. I thought everything was dope, but the way he executed his vocals was terrible, and just the lyrically it was bad. So no pass.
All right, thank you, Sean, for your feedback. Unfortunately, that's 3 no passes from all 3 of our judges, but a lot of valuable feedback there for Love Zero. Let's kick it off to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Blake Beats. Just give me 1 second while we bring him in real quick. And what's going on, Blake? How's it going? And Blake, if you can hear us, can you turn on your camera and your mic for us? All right, looks like we're having issues getting Blake in here, so we're just going to kick it off to their song real quick. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Open up my eyes and get going before they start making more lies about my life. Is it right? Is it for the pain? Is it for the fight? Yeah, go tell more things that I seen through my life. Or you can keep quiet and I'll do the same. No point in talking about something if it ain't getting paid. And I ain't putting you on, that shit is lame. I'm gonna keep writing down lyrics on the page and spit out the flames. So I'm gonna need everyone to stand up and get doing what you gotta do. Don't let them take the fight, cause I need you and don't wanna lose you tonight. Trust me, you won't catch me laughing. So it's enough with all the fuckery. Your bitch trying to suck on me. I got a girl and she's way more nice, not like the Tom Cutlery. So yeah, baby girl, play a verse for me. That's all I need. See, she's in it for way more than the greed, but we need the money, so I guess we'll have to see.
All right, that was Blake Beats with his track. Looks like we have him here in the Zoom, so let's bring him in real quick. What's going on, Blake? How you doing?
How's it going?
How's it going? Where you from?
I'm from Edmonton right now. I'm actually thinking about moving back to Thunder Bay, but post posted up here, so
Okay,
should
that's
be
what's
good.
up. So we just got finished listening to your track. What was that about? Tell us a little bit about your song.
Honestly, it's just a little bit about my life. It has a little feature from June Beef from Legion Beats, and they're actually pretty dope. They have a lot of tracks out right now, and it's actually going to be on an upcoming EP here, so it's going to be nice.
Okay, that's
And then
pretty cool.
that's actually coming out August 30th, so it should be good.
So your name here on our system is Blake Beats. Are you also a producer?
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah.
Okay. So give us a quick shout out to your social media. Where can everyone find your music?
All right, sweet. That's actually gonna be the real _Blake Beats. That's on Instagram, and it's just Blake Beats on Facebook.
Okay, awesome. So let's kick it off to the judges, see what they thought about your song. Just give me 1 second. Let's start off with SHAWN BARRON. He's vice president of A&R and Motown Capital Records. Sean, what do you think about Blake and his song?
So is he a producer or is he an artist?
I think he's a. Let's see. Let's ask him. So you're a producer, or you're an artist, or both?
A little bit of both. I'm a home producer. I've just been working as an artist, kind of getting with more people. But
gotcha. Did you produce that beat?
No, that's actually Legion. Yeah. Okay,
so I love the beat. I didn't love the song on top of it. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give you a pass, but I don't love it. I feel like you need to come stronger next time. But I'm gonna give you a pass.
All right, no worries. Sweet. Appreciate it, man. Sweet.
All right, there you have it, guys. First pass from Sean. Let's kick it off to our next judge. See what they thought about it. He's a platinum producer. Pay One. What did you think about Blake and his song?
I mean, I thought the beat was good. I think everything about the song just suggested to me that this is a very early stage in Blake's career. Like this may be his first year actually recording rap. And part of that was just, the inconsistent rhyme schemes, even to the point where the first verse ended a bar early and there was just silence. So to me, that's a telltale sign that an artist is just still working on the very basics of songwriting. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all start that way. And I think I remember when I used to rap, or like my friends used to rap, and we would just be in the studio like, why the hell is our verse ending early, or why is our verse cutting into the chorus? And it was just because we weren't naturals then. It didn't come to us. It wasn't second nature. We had a lot of work left to do to just naturally count out the measures and hold ourselves to the standards of songwriting and really understand that process. Because really the step is you learn the process, you learn the rules as best as you can, you get good at them, and then you do whatever the hell you want from that point on, because you have such a solid grasp on your art form. So they're at a very, very early stage. So for me, it's a no pass at this point, but it's just part of the journey.
All right, there you have it. Unfortunately, that's your first no pass, so we got another tiebreaker here. Let's kick it off to our next judge. She's an A&R director at Atlantic Knowledge. What do you think about Blake and his song?
Man, dog, y'all gonna think I'm just making up the same answer for everything, bro. Like, I swear I'm not. Like, but this one, like, yeah, I do agree with the judge as far as the production. I thought that was solid, but like overall, again, the song, like, it's nothing that for me it just didn't have. Like, what I'm listening for is like, does it have playback value? You know what I'm saying? Meaning, like, when I hear it, do I want to listen back to it again? And when it went off, like, damn, that was kind of hard. And it didn't have like that discovery factor for me. Meaning, when I hear it, I want to look that artist up to see what other music they have out, because I like that particular record enough. You know what I'm saying? That made me want to dive deeper into the artist. So when either one of those things, or I don't feel either one of those things, then for me, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool, I can hear this all day. So, you know what I mean? So for me, like, if it doesn't stick out enough for that, then I don't really feel like I should give it a pass. So I'm gonna say no pass.
All right, thank you, Knowledge. Unfortunately, that's your second no pass there from Knowledge, Blake, but got a lot of valuable feedback from all three of our judges, so make sure to check out the feedback after the event. We're gonna move on to our next artist on the lineup. She goes by Haley Mac Isaac. Just give me 1 second while we bring her in.
Hey.
Hey Haley, how's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Great. So where are you from?
So I'm living in Toronto, Ontario currently, but I'm from like a little island off the east coast of Canada called PEI, just right under New York. So a lot of people from the States don't know where it is, but that's where I'm originally from.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So we got your song here, Stay Away Live. Tell us a little bit about your song.
About myself or about the song?
About the song.
Okay, sorry, I just couldn't hear you. Yeah, so this song, it was just a song I wrote, kind of just about how you don't realize sometimes the closest people to you can just kind of be snakes in the grass. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people can probably relate to. And sometimes you don't realize until it's too late, and they've already, like bitten you, and you kind of have to deal with the consequences. So that's what the song's about.
Okay, awesome. Give us a quick shout out to your social media. Where can anyone find your music?
My social media is Haley McIsaac Pop on Instagram, and you can find my music anywhere that you have a subscription to.
Okay, awesome. Well, we're gonna get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Snake, but you never show. Dark grass like I never know. Bought a poem by me when you go. Tell me what am I? Tell me what am I? Tell me what am I? Till you stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. If you don't love me like I love you, stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. If you don't love me like I love you. No, I didn't always fight fair, but I always tried to tell you that I loved you in the end. No, I didn't always say the right thing at the right time, but I always try to get in line after you. Maybe I'm a little bit messed up. Maybe I'm a little bit stressed out. Maybe it just comes from within. I can do it better than you. Snake, but you never showed. Dark grass like I never know. Bite a poem by me when you go. Tell me what am I? Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. If you don't love me like I love you, stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. If you don't love me like
All right, that was Haley with her song "Stay Away." Let's kick it off to our judges. Let's see what they thought about the song. Up first is DJ Pain One. Pain One, what did he think about Haley and her song?
I think for me, a really big factor in giving her a pass is just the fact that this was a live performance and it sounded good. She had good vocal control. I think she has the perfect voice for modern pop. And I wrote notes in terms of little criticisms here and there, but I think overall it was solid. And the fact that this was a live performance, which usually I discourage people from submitting. And it was a solid live performance. It showed me that she would do well on stage competing with other artists. Yes, pass.
There you have it. You got your first pass there from DJ Pain One. Let's kick it off to our next judge. Sean, what did you think about Haley and her song?
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought this was one of the best things we heard today. It wasn't by no means like a hit or anything like that, but it was good. So I give her a pass.
All right, there you have it. Congratulations. You got your second pass from Sean. Let's see if you can get the clean sweep from Knowledge. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what do you think about Haley and her song?
Yeah, so I agree with them. Like, I thought, a live performance is always tough, especially when you're singing. I don't know how she necessarily would fit the competition necessarily, but I thought the live performance, she did a good job. She sounded good. She cut through. Wasn't the greatest in the, you know what I mean? But I think she deserved to get a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge, for your feedback. You got the clean sweep, 3 passes from all 3 of our judges. So congratulations, you're moving on to the next round to compete for $50,000 in prizes. Make sure to stay tuned after the event to see all the details in your prize email. So that was our last artist on today's lineup. But before we end the live stream, let's give a quick shout out to all 3 of our judges. Starting off with Pain One. Pain One, where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm easy to find on all social media at DJ Pain One, just like it's written below here. DJPain1Beats.com is the online beat catalog if you're trying to work with me. But and any inquiries you have, just try to DM me or something. I try to stay on.
Awesome. Thank you, Pain One, for joining us today. Our next judge, he's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, where can everyone find you on social media?
Only social media I have is Instagram. You can find me there, God_.
All right. Thank you, Knowledge, for joining us today. And last but not least, he's Vice President of A&R Motown Capital Records. Sean, where can everyone find you on social media?
Hold on one second. You can find me at Sean Barron on Instagram and Twitter.
All right. There you have it. Thank you, Sean, for joining us. And that being said, we thank everyone for joining us on the live stream today. And for those of you who are watching who want to know how to get on our next event or any of our other artist opportunities, make sure to go to coasttocoastlive.com, or if you're watching on Instagram, just click the link in bio. Also, make sure to check out the details on our 12th annual Coast to Coast Music Conference. We're bringing the Yacht Party back for this year's event. Thank you everyone for joining, and we'll see you on the next one.